Hello everyone, welcome back to Tabletop Escapades. Today we are going to be starting with the other three party members. Kyle's choking.
Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle's choked on some
choking.
tacos. And
Choked on some tacos. We're gonna give him some time to
talk.
recover, and so we're going to start with the other three party members today, despite Yogala being in a precarious situation. So, the elf Ilian stole away with the green stone that he was using to communicate, or that somebody was using to communicate with the warlocks. He is running off into the wood. Teresa's familiar is following him, but he's aware of that familiar. So,
But does he know it's my familiar, or does he think it's just an animal?
He knows it's your familiar.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
He knows you're spooky lady.
Yeah.
He knows I'm
tricks.
spooky, yeah. I'm spooky.
He may not necessarily know it's your familiar. He is just
Thinks it's
aware.
my pet or something?
Yeah, he's just aware that it's connected to you somehow. So he may not necessarily know that it's your familiar.
Right.
But kind of the conversation and what you were playing off rather successfully is that you guys have to get out of here because some nightingales might be on their way. Some warlocks specifically might be on their way to your location. However, before any of this happened, before the weird conversation with Ilian, you guys were talking about trapping Umber Hulks. So I'm not really sure where your head is right now, if you sort of feel like you do need to get out, if you want to, now that Ilian's gone, explain the situation to everybody, Pomper. But I'm going to kind of give you guys free reign here to do whatever you want.
They know what's going on, right? They heard everything?
They don't know what's going on.
I do because my bird was listening in.
Okay.
I'm just mad
We're
at
out
him.
there.
You are aware of the situation, but you're the only one, based on your role, that it has, like, a bad, like, you think
right.
something is going
Right.
on with Ilian.
Okay.
The other two, Therese and Nicator, don't.
What? I'm very skeptical of this guy, though.
Yeah,
You failed the check, though.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I still don't like him.
Yes, that's totally fine. You could not like him. You
I
can
don't
even think
trust
he's suspicious.
anybody.
It's just with this story.
I don't know this specific thing.
Right,
Gotcha.
right.
Cool.
And you went into Pomper's head, Therese, and you told Pomper, you told Therese to just play along.
Yeah.
And so you're kind of in command right now, Pomper.
He's lying.
What? Of course he is. I knew it.
He's lying.
Something seems very wrong.
What do you got? Tell me.
He's going to get reinforcements.
What?
Reinforcements?
What?
Yeah, he's working for him.
For who?
I think the Nightingales.
What?
Well, then let's take his men and leave.
I pull out my sword in the middle of everyone.
So
Look, we have...
Sid slowly creeps out of the cave to meet you three. And he goes, "Wait a minute. Ilian would never lie. You guys could come in here and make such accusations. Where's your proof?"
Where's your proof that he's not lying?
Okay. You're the one making the claim. The burden of proof is on you.
Ilian just took some kind of strange nightingale gem
Yeah, look at this wall right here.
off into the forest, and he was acting very strangely.
Yeah, clearly a warlock did it. This is what they do. They put the green stone into a place, it radiates out, and commits a message.
Oh, yeah? How long have you been here?
Been in this cave?
Yeah.
Been in this cave for 4 months.
And you're just now taking the stone? Is that what you're telling me?
What?
Yeah, the stone's been there. For months.
No, it hasn't. The stone just showed up tonight.
It just showed up tonight, huh?
Yes.
Likely story. I don't believe him.
Well then, wait. If the stone did just show up tonight, then who put it there? Either there's a warlock nearby, or Ilian put it there.
Right. But it's probably the warlock because I've been keeping a close eye on Ilian all this time. We've been in the same spot, spending every minute of every day together, and I have nothing to convince me
Look.
that he would betray
Wait,
us.
Everyone was asleep. Was it Pufflepuss, right?
Puffapus, yeah, it was Puffapus.
Look, everyone was asleep and I was awake. Pufflepuss came back in. Told me to go outside. I went outside and Ilian was acting real shifty. He got nervous. I could see right through him. I've been around my fair share of liars. I'm telling you, something's not right.
Boys,
But
boys.
I know how to end
Wait a
this.
minute.
Hang on, wait. My bird is following Ilian. If there's a warlock near here, that means we need to leave immediately, regardless of whether or not Ilian is on our side or not.
No,
we'll soon find out if he is because my bird is watching him.
We have the upper hand.
We do not.
I say we lay a trap. They don't expect us to know.
They do. They heard us talking about it in front of the crystal.
They don't expect us to leave this cave.
They also expect that. So maybe we should stay if they expect us to leave.
Two things.
We lay a trap inside the cave so they think we're still here. And then, boom. Spring it.
Dragonborn. Your idea of a trap is a good one. But we don't have the resources to take on these warlocks. Well, just one of them is beyond our capabilities. And two, this little piece of bread. He's the one that alerted you to Ilian being suspicious.
He's a trustworthy companion.
He's a trustworthy companion. I could squish him between my fingers. What is he?
Size means nothing.
Sid squats down, staring at the puff. What did you see? Frightened by Sid's appearance, by his burned face, Puffapus shoots up your leg pant.
Come on, Wafflepuss. Come up here. Put him on my shoulder.
Wait, what does Sid look like?
Sid?
Yeah.
We described him earlier, so he has half of his face is severely burned and scarred, so he's horribly disfigured, and that
Okay.
affects his speech
Okay.
as well.
Pufflepuss, tell this man what you saw. It's
No.
okay.
I'm too scared.
It's alright, Pufflepuss.
It's okay. We're here. No one's mad at you. No one's gonna leave you. Just calm down.
Puffapus slowly collects himself. He lets out a huge breath. And so basically he puffs himself out, and then he exhales. And he gets really skinny. And he says, I heard he said he was willing to make a sacrifice as long as they bring him back. Don't know who him is.
I knew it, of course.
It could be the man in the picture.
Huh?
He had that picture of that man. Perhaps the Nightingales are leveraging this person and making Ilian do strange things.
Maybe. But I'm not gonna let him get us killed for it.
I agree. I think we should leave this cave, go hide out somewhere else. If they think we're in the cave, all the better. We can trap them inside of it or
Trap
something.
him in the cave.
Well, what are you
But
gonna
we don't
trap
want to
him
be
with?
in it with them, you know?
Trap him in the cave. Do we have any oil?
If Yogala was here, he could make some grease, but
Ran off.
Damn Yogala.
Power-hungry old fool.
I wonder what he's up to.
Olaf
Could really use that
meekly
grease.
pokes his head out of the shadows. I think I may actually be useful here. My father, he was a miner, but the reason why he made so much money is that he used a lot of dynamite. And, well, I'm not really good with weapons, but since we had so much lying around, I brought several barrels of dynamite with me. Maybe we could use it in this trap that you're scheming up.
Olaf, this is your chance at redemption.
Where are these barrels, Olaf?
They're on my ship, on my capsized ship.
We have no time to waste. Let's go now.
We should post a watch here.
Well, how far is it? How far is your ship?
Do you remember where you found me?
Kinda.
It's not far from that location.
Alright.
So we have to go back where we came? We crossed 2 Umber Hulks on the way.
Us 4 will go. Small party. Less conspicuous.
Well, who are we gonna leave watch then?
Everyone else. You all stay here.
Well, wait. How are we going to trust them to not leave?
Yeah. They just met us.
They can leave if they want to. The point is that Ilan is going to come back to this cave to look for us. And when he comes back, he's going to find these explosive barrels. It doesn't matter how many of us are here.
Papa, we needed men to help us with this.
Also, we
Can't
want
let
to
us
trap.
go.
We
I can
want to
carry
trap a
so many
warlock,
barrels.
not Ilian necessarily.
No,
He
I'm-
might still be on our side.
It's not about carrying barrels.
Not that I think he is, but
Sid is just shaking his head. What are we even doing? What are we trying to accomplish here?
We're gonna find out what's going on here.
You're gonna find out what's going on, or you're forming a trap?
Forming a trap.
For who?
sort of both.
Sort
We
of.
want to
both.
blow up a warlock. Oh, question, Olaf. I don't know anything about science here, or like how this dynamite works. But if it's soaking wet, will it still explode?
It's not soaking wet.
Oh,
The dynamite is completely dry.
How many barrels?
it's in a capsized ship.
I said capsize. I just meant it.
Oh,
Like,
I mean,
came off the
capsize.
beach.
Capsize doesn't necessarily mean underwater. I
Yeah,
guess
it's not.
it could be
Under,
like
it's not. The
half
ship isn't. The
submerged.
ship isn't underwater.
Beached.
So it basically
Beached
just
whale.
Beached.
the ship.
Run aground.
Yeah, run it. Yeah, there you go. There's just
All right, that makes much more sense. Thank you.
just confusing.
How many barrels?
There are 4 barrels of dynamite.
4 barrels. Probably don't need them all. Take 2 or 3 back.
Where are we gonna put them? Just
mean-
take them all. Make it mean something.
Look, we're wasting time. Let's go get these barrels.
Fine. Go, lead on.
All right.
Let's go, Olaf.
Everyone hears this. It's so loud, so obvious. There's no need for perception.
Yeah.
You hear a loud cry, similar to the cry that you heard
We're not getting
when you
these
fought the Umber Hulk.
barrels.
Ah, crap.
What, now?
Well, so much for our plan.
It's just in the distance. It's not necessarily on top of you.
Oh,
Is it in the direction of the barrels?
It is south of you, which is where you found Olaf. It is coming from the south. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where it is, but yes, it's coming from the south.
What was the guy's name we were talking to? Sid?
Sid,
Sid, can you lead us over there? You've been here for a while. You know this land pretty good. You can avoid these hideous creatures.
I can go with you, but Olaf will have to lead the way to the ship.
Fine, great.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so Sid, Olaf, the 3 of you, and the other mercenaries are staying put, or you're telling them to stay put.
I'm gonna give him a speech.
Okay.
Look, we don't know each other very well, but my instinct says that Ilan is a traitor.
Ilian.
Ilian.
Illidan.
Illidan. My instinct says Ilian is a traitor. We're gonna go get some explosive barrels. We're gonna go to the ship and get these explosive barrels. Now, no one's talking about killing anyone, but I like to have a contingency plan if things go south. So we'll have these barrels set up. And if things do go south, if he comes back with warlocks or nightingales, at least we'll have something to defend ourselves with.
Can I have you make a charisma check?
Seven.
That's 6.
Come on, Palm.
-1.
Man, I was hoping you'd have charisma.
So you hear murmurs amongst the mercenaries, and they don't seem to really believe in your plan all that much. Some of them are just mad that it's like you're trying to lead them. They're like, who's this guy coming in here, this dragonborn, telling us what to do? And others are saying, wait, isn't the dynamite going to alert every hostile creature in this place, into our location? Not only the nightingales, but everything else as well. And so, yeah, there's just supreme doubt and distrust.
Well, listen
I-
to the Dragonborn. He gave you all food. We're here to help.
I see all this and I just walk up and I go, also, if you leave, you don't get paid. And then I start to leave, but then I think of something and I come back in. How many are in there?
There's 10 mercenaries total, including Sid, so there's 9.
Okay, so I
I
take,
believe that's correct.
Sid and
I
Olaf
reach
both are
into-
coming though, right?
Sid and
Yeah.
Olaf are both coming.
I
so there's
reach
9
into
of
the
them there.
bag of holding and I take out 10 of the sweets, and I
Oh,
place them on a rock, and I go, just sit tight, and I leave.
They dive on the sweets, and they start devouring it.
Bunch of savages.
Yeah, no, it's really good. So the food that Pomper made, they were super appreciative of, and it helped them. but the sweets are just insanely delicious and nourishing. And so they're kind of endeared. Some of them are kind of endeared, not the whole group, but somebody says, "Why doesn't she lead the group?"
You don't want to, lads.
And then I yell back from outside. I go, I'm the one who carries the money.
I think we should follow her.
You'll go to dark places if you do that.
So good.
Okay, so you guys are following Olaf to go get the dynamite, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's cut now to Yogala. Are you recovered, Kyle?
Yeah.
Good luck.
I had a weird D&D mechanics question.
Sure.
About dynamite.
Okay.
Is it like a spell? Does it have damage and things like that?
Yeah, it has damage. Yes.
Cool.
It's not. It is not like a spell, in the sense that like. It's not a spell slot thing or anything, but that's obvious. I'm
Right. I was
sure.
just curious, like if like you can kill someone with dynamite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
You bet, dude.
like. There are different ways that you could do it. You could do like one stick of dynamite or a bundle of dynamite, and you can have set damage for both.
Yeah.
My headspace is a rock, like rocks coming down, blowing the cave, rocks come down.
Yeah.
seal him in.
Seal them in.
It depends.
No,
or
you gotta
crush
blow
'em.
them up. They're warlocks. You can't seal in warlocks.
Seal him in and blow him up.
Yeah, blow them up.
Whoop, seal their
It depends
pieces in.
on what the party decides to do. So if the party tries to use it to directly attack them,
Yeah.
that's going to be different than if they just use it as a trap, which is going to be different than it's like, okay, we're going to use all 4 barrels all at once versus we're going to try to spread this out. So,
Let's do a giant
Cool.
but
fuse.
yeah, depending on how they use it, it could just instantly kill a very large group of
Excellent.
people or creatures, depending on how properly it's used. Yeah, it's
Cool,
going to
cool.
be super powerful.
Great.
So equivalent to, like, closer to several fireballs than several magic missiles.
Cool.
Something like that. Yeah. So
Good
yeah,
stuff.
Really good. Like a really cool grease fire. Okay, so
Here we go.
Yogala, here's the situation that you're in right now. So
Yep.
Sansa Everdar Peach got vaporized,
Yeah.
throwing you off the horse, and you are staring at Puffadil, who appears to be wounded from his encounter with the Umber Hulk, which you don't really know exactly what happened, and you don't see Ren around either. And the good news, the situation that you're in, is the Dragon Rider and the dragon itself, once they kind of scorched you, they overshot your location, and so now they're slowly circling back around to come to you. And so you're going to have to make a decision with Puffadil about how you're going to get yourself out of this mess.
Puffadil, transform.
I'm trying, but I'm so weak.
So
If I transform, I might die.
so be it, Puffadil, transform.
Master, please don't kill me.
I won't. I won't.
Oh.
What do you want me to do?
Become a dragon.
Once I'm a dragon, what do you want?
Attacks it. Attack the other dragon. Use what I taught you and attack the dragon.
Master. I love you.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's okay.
So he
There.
is undergoing the process of transforming into a green dragon. Being hurt is having an effect on the transformation.
Yeah.
That he was not lying to you. It's rough on him. And he lets out. You've never heard a puff scream in pain before?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really just high pitched. Yeah, it's not a great sound, but
monster.
he's in tremendous pain. And white, thick fluid, kind of as he's growing in size, is like shooting out, almost like blood. Think of Alien, I suppose. And he does indeed transform, and what he does is he wraps his body, his tail, and one of his wings around you, trying to shield you.
Great.
But the transformation is not... It's successful, but it's not 100%. You actually see spots where green scales are supposed to be. You actually see dough. The dough from the puff form. And actually half of his face is even a little bit doughy.
Whoa.
The right side is a lot stronger and more fully transformed than the left.
From inside this cover, Yogala casts invisibility on himself.
Okay. In a deeper, more dragon-esque voice, Puffadil goes, Master, where did you go?
That's none of your concern now. Yogala then casts Expeditious Retreat on himself.
Okay. Remind me what Expeditious Retreat does.
Just allows you to move at an incredible pace.
Okay. Puffadil says hesitantly, You want me to attack?
Yes, Puffadil. Good luck to you.
Puffadil, with the red dragon closing in, along with its rider, Puffadil tries to flap his wings, and he does manage to get off the ground, and he flies head on toward the red dragon.
Mm-hmm.
However, he doesn't make it very far. He ends up plummeting to the ground. Like a hawk, the red dragon opens its claws and descends down on Puffadil.
Mm-hmm. Yogala runs away.
Okay.
Oof.
Let me look up Expeditious Retreat.
Sure. Basically, I think the way it mechanically works is when you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action... When you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take the dash action.
So you move double your speed.
Double.
Double speed with a dash,
So,
too?
basically, it just
awesome.
lets you
Just
take dash without using an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Welcome to my world.
Dashers, dashers.
Question, Ben?
Yeah.
Does an adult red dragon have true sight?
I was wondering the same thing.
15 years ago.
I don't see it. No, I don't see it in the table.
Well, there you
It
go.
has a very, 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 very good perception.
Oh.
Dude, Puffadil's about to get eaten, man.
Mhm.
This
Oh, yeah,
ain't
Puffadil's
right.
screwed.
We already left Puffadil to die. It's a miracle he's still here.
I forgot what happened to him.
True
too many
sight's at
puffs.
185.
Too many puffs.
Brad, you loved the puff.
I love the puffs. Nikita loves the puffs. I'm just confused on who's who most of the
sure.
time.
We got a lot of names.
Puffadil.
It's. I mean, Carmine used to be your favorite, and he's just gone.
Yeah, like
yeah, what
Carmine.
happened to
I forgot about Carmine. Yeah. It's too crazy.
Carmen is still with Nicator.
Oh, okay, he's just there.
Just hanging out. on
Just
his
very
shoulder.
silent.
He's just
very
asleep.
silent.
It's an unspoken friendship at this
He's
point.
just
Yeah.
sleepy.
Oh, hey, Carmine.
We've got like 8 hangers on right
Carmine, do something.
now. Actually, more than that. We got like 25. Counting the mercenaries.
I like large parties.
Yes, we know.
I think because you cast it, especially under Puffadil's wing, it should be fine.
Sweet.
I don't, especially since the dragon is distracted. Unless there's something I'm missing with the red dragon, but I don't see, at a glance, I don't see anything. That would
Can
immediately
we
detect it.
see this dragon in the sky?
No, maybe, but keep in mind you've got a storm going on, you've got fog going on, you
Oh.
have him pass through a wooded area. It
And
is
we ain't
not
looking.
impossible, but it is extremely, 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 extremely unlikely.
Okay.
It depends on how high the dragon is flying, what it's above, what it isn't above.
Check.
One thing I want to talk about the hangers on, we've seen a lot of questions about, is like Olaf, for example, didn't appear at all during the last episode. Carmine isn't really doing anything right now. That's gonna happen. I don't
Yeah.
want to shove NPCs down anybody's throat if they're not necessary. Like,
Sure.
I think that's the way to do it.
yeah, the NPCs a lot of times are just tools for you guys to use or not use or abuse or whatever.
Abuse.
Like, but what I don't think was an abuse was last session. Like, Pomper brought in Puffapus and he said, "Hey, what did you see?"
Yeah.
I didn't mention that.
Yeah.
That's him using a tool,
Yeah.
leveraging that, making that character more interesting as a result.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to see more of. I think that's really, really good.
Or like how sacrificing Puffadil.
Right.
Twice.
Right. Where it's like, you can do anything here. What I do want to say, because I want to make this super, super clear, you see Betsy.
Betsy.
And I don't think you actually learned the Nightingale's name that is writing on it.
No, only
Yeah.
Betsy.
Only Betsy. Well, no.
And Burn.
Burn.
Betsy
Yeah,
and Burn.
Betsy and Burn.
Burn got burned.
Burn got
So Betsy has just completely eviscerated Puffadil.
Oh.
So it dug its claws into its gut, ripped out all of its organs,
Spare me the details.
and is chomping into its neck.
I
So
request further details.
Puffadil is dead.
Just imagine like chewing on pizza dough.
Yeah. Stuffed crust.
This is the first time that we've had a puff completely die. And so there's going to be new information that's presented to you.
Ooh.
Remember, what's up?
What is Puffadil saying as this is happening?
He's not saying anything. It's just screams of a dragon.
Oh.
What's it
They're
telling?
numbers.
Just as I imagined. Perfect.
Just a second.
It reminds me of like the Streets of Rage death sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. New information about the puffs. So Ren didn't know anything about them. They're very mysterious creatures. They're going to be more as different things happen to them, more facets of who they are going to be revealed over time. So all of the puffs have
Cry
just
out.
passed out.
Oh,
They're
Whoa.
motionless.
Carmine too.
even Carmine. Yeah.
Carmine.
Ooh.
They're still breathing. You still see their little bodies rise and fall, but they're non-responsive.
Oi,
What the hell just happened?
come on,
Carmine.
old man. What's going on?
It must be a spell.
Wake up!
The warlocks must know.
Wake up!
Hang on
What
a
you
minute.
think?
Hang on a minute. Hold me up. I look through my familiar's eyes for a second to see what it can see.
What do you see?
I don't know. Hang on.
So you're familiar. You still see Ilian running into the woods. You see, how high is your familiar flying?
Within keeping him in sight. So whatever that required,
You see a wooded area.
Yeah. So if it's in the woods, it'd be going through the trees.
Beyond that, though, you don't really.
Okay.
There's nothing of note.
Hey, he's just running through the woods. I don't think it's him. Something else must be going on.
Ian, just a reminder, it is really, really, really easy to forget what your familiar's doing. That's not your fault. Just
Yeah.
at any point if you're on it, be like,
yeah.
hey, what's my familiar see?
Sure,
That's
sure.
totally fair game.
Yeah, I just didn't want to hijack Yogala's thing, but
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this.
something's weird.
So, Yogala, you're making an expeditious retreat.
Yeah.
Where are you heading?
So there's the ravine to the south still,
Yep.
as opposed to heading westward on the ravine. I'm going to head eastward across the top of it.
Okay, great. Yogala, I've got something in store for you. We're going to go ahead and cut back and see what happens with the other party members here. I don't know if you have any additional response to the puffs or if you continue moving forward to the ship.
Well, pick him up. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Never put him down.
Well, there you go.
Wait, did you bring all the puffs?
Yeah, how many puffs? We
No,
have
we just said
Carmine.
Carmine,
Oh, okay.
Puffapus,
Okay.
Puffapus.
Yeah.
and I think that's it.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's
I
it.
don't remember what happened to the other Puffa blank.
They were hanging with the mercenaries.
Puffa
Yeah.
G?
Yeah,
Oh, there's a lot. There's enough to make a suit of armor.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So they're all hanging
absolutely.
out with
is.
the mercenaries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. You could have told them to watch the mercenaries, too.
Kill them.
they are.
Kill them. Oh, yeah, they don't need constant orders.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are slowly moving to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Periodically throughout your travels. By the way, Olaf remains relatively quiet. You see him kind of shaking. He's pretty nervous as he walks forward. And Sid seems fine. He's not fazed by anything. But the reason why Olaf is so nervous is you periodically hear that Umber Hulk cry. It's not necessarily getting closer, but it is getting more frequent.
Best to avoid that beast.
Best to avoid.
Yeah, we don't want to fight it. So we're gonna carry dynamite. We'll use that for Ilian.
I say to Olaf, You look pretty nervous. Don't get us all killed. Just relax. We'll keep you safe.
Yeah, Olaf.
Don't get cold feet,
Whoa.
Olaf.
If something
Halberd
happens,
bully.
if something happens, just get out of the way, get low, and stay out of our way.
We've got you.
No,
Don't worry.
use that dagger I gave you.
Olaf, everything's gonna be fine. Let's just keep going.
All right, we're getting off track. Just keep going.
Listen, I know I'm a little pale right now, and I'm shaking a little bit, but come on, I'm doing my best here. I'm still
we
leading
know.
you forward.
We know.
All right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Olaf.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Olaf, this dynamite is gonna save lives. Focus on that.
It's also
Have you
going
ever
to end
used
lives.
dynamite?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Dragonborn, it can get out of control. I've seen skilled miners who've used it for years suddenly, in the blink of an eye, lose half their body.
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "That's why we're counting on you."
Hey, why is half of you green? I've been curious. I might use it in one of my future songs.
It's a long story. It has to do with visions, dragons, and a staff.
That sounds like a good name for that song, actually.
Olaf scratches his chin and he goes, if we get through this, would you mind sitting down? It sounds like good song material.
I'll tell you the whole story.
All right. By your brief conversation, Olaf seems a little bit more emboldened. He's not shaking anymore. Still pale. But he leads you to the ship. Are you guys stealthing at all?
Yes.
Definitely trying not to make noise.
Stealthing
Okay,
for
well,
sure.
You're going to need a stealth check.
For sure. Umber Hulks are lurking.
Mine's a 13.
Oh, 20.
Joe.
20 plus
20.
8, 28.
20, 28.
Oh, nat 20.
I
Yeah.
become invisible.
You phase out of this dimension of space-time and cannot be detected
25.
by any
Just
means.
kidding.
You stealth so successfully, you're in another campaign.
Yeah, you never existed.
Where am I?
All memory of you has been erased.
What's going on
Where
here?
am I? Matt Mercer is your DM.
I don't belong here. It's just too high budget.
This is
Too high budget.
Where's the garage?
Where's the garage? Why is that a negative? What's happening?
Negative.
It's a negative.
Popsicle.
Negative?
Wait a minute. So, Nikita, you're obviously successful with your stealth.
Yep.
What did the other...
14.
13.
Okay, that could be worse.
Yeah, solid rolls. Solid
worse.
rolls.
Yeah, pretty solid. Reminder that you're bringing other people with you, and so their blunders are your blunders as well.
Yikes.
Live and die by the group.
I found a blender in my apartment. I don't know. Live and die.
Wait, is that a true story?
What?
You found a blender?
I found a blender in my house. I don't know whose it was.
Oh, weird.
Did you ask Omar?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
You
Just
didn't know
making
either.
sure. It's
Someone just broke in and left it there.
Left a blender. The blender bandits have
Yeah.
struck again.
All right. So you travel for a while, and Olaf turns to you, crouching, sneaking quietly, turns to the group and says, "It's here.
The ship?
The ship."
Oh,
All right.
I thought you meant an Umber Hulk for a second.
Go get it, Papa.
Where exactly are the barrels?
So the barrels, they're under the deck in my quarters, right by my bed.
Okay.
I hid them. There's a secret compartment that I hid them in, so others wouldn't find them. But it's easy to access. I'll show you.
Okay.
He keeps creeping along, and suddenly, Olaf lets out a yelp.
Shh.
He sees three giant snake-like creatures.
Oh my god.
Two of them swirling around the ship, another swirling on top of the deck.
They're like encircling it, like
They're
encasing
encircling it. You don't know why. Maybe
the
there's something on the
arms?
ship that they're attracted to, but it definitely
Of a kraken.
they seem like they're patrolling this ship, waiting for something or looking to strike something.
Olaf came with a whole crew, right? They're all dead?
They're all dead. His entire crew is dead, but none of them are on the ship.
Olaf, what the hell is this?
Therese, do you know what those are?
By a whole crew, it wasn't very many people. It was just like a few people.
10.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it wasn't 10. It was like 2 other people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would I know what these are?
The reason why he didn't go with very many people is he didn't want his father to know that he was going, and so he only brought bare necessities with him.
Big mistake, Olaf.
Would I know what these things are? Pomper asked me, and I just don't know if I know.
Potentially, we gotta look at.
I've
Looks like
definitely
Jafar.
read some books.
Looks like Jafar.
Jafar snake mode.
Snake-like I can be.
Yeah.
Deep.
I have to see your character sheet and what you're familiar with.
Last thing, Sharon.
Do they speak deep speech?
These things speak deep speech, man.
Um,
Deep minds would like to know.
You could make a nature check.
Okay.
Nice.
Check on the nature.
Check on that nature.
Check Delo Nature.
Let's get that 20.
That's gonna be a 10.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Oh.
No, I don't know. They look like big snakes.
Yeah, obviously. What are we gonna do?
Kill them? Leave?
Nicator, why don't you sneak in?
Sneak in these snakes. You mad?
Come on, this is the ultimate
Snake in?
heist job, Nicator. You're always hunting for these jobs.
No, I'm not, you idiot.
Sneak in, steal the barrels, sneak out.
No, you idiot. There's a ton of barrels and I
How's he
can't
gonna
carry them
move
all.
barrels?
And that won't be quiet. You fool.
All right, I guess we gotta just brute force our way in then.
The loud one. Nikita, was it?
Loud one.
I rolled a 20 on my stealth.
He just meant your voice.
Sneak owls.
You are very sneaky. This is what he says to you. Listen, I've seen these things before. They do this when they're hungry. Maybe I can be bait. I'll go and I'll play a song.
Who's speaking? Olaf?
Olaf. And
play
he
a song.
says, they'll chase after me and maybe you can sneak on the ship and get at least one of the barrels.
Guess what? If
That
they're
sounds
chasing
great.
after you, we're all gonna go in and get barrels.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, that sounds great, Olaf.
I'm just
How
saying,
fast can you run?
I'm just saying maybe the others, they'll draw attention away from
Got a
me.
plan.
We completely ignore his plan? His plan
no.
sounded fine.
It is part of the plan.
Oh, okay.
So while you're distracting these snake creatures, we sneak on, get 3 of the 4 barrels. You lead them back to the ship,
You gonna blow up?
and we'll blow it all up.
How are we gonna blow it up?
Hang on a
You gonna
minute.
blow it up on your
Hang
ship?
on a minute.
Me to blow it up?
Wait.
Whoever's
Pomper,
next to the barrel.
Pomper, wait. This is a ship.
Yeah.
We could use this later to get off this island. We don't want to blow up.
Look, we don't know if we're gonna make it through
it's
the
absolutely
night.
saleable.
We gotta do what we can in the moment to survive.
You never know if you're going to make it through the night, but you have to plan ahead, hoping that you do.
Papa, why don't we just put the dynamite somewhere else and lead them to that?
Right.
We don't,
We
need
don't have to
the
blow up a ship. We could blow up the ground.
What's wrong with you right now? You're out of control.
We could blow up some snakes,
Why are you
maybe.
so
That would be the way to
bloodthirsty
do it.
right now?
That's a pretty good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pomper.
What is this?
I
What's
appreciate
going on
where
with
your
this
I
head's
just
at.
don't.
He's losing his mind.
He used to be a gentle creature, now he's a madman.
He's been hanging
I
out
just
with
don't want our
Yogala
friend
too long.
Olaf to go down.
So you want him to lead these giant snakes onto a
To
boat and then
us,
blow
where
the
we're-
boat up?
Where we are waiting.
Who's
where
gonna
we are
blow up
lying.
the dynamite, you idiot?
I'll do it.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna blow yourself up.
I will do it. There's no need for Olaf to risk his life on his own.
This is a stupid plan.
Olaf, how long does it take for a barrel to blow up once you light the... Is there a fuse? How do these things work?
My-
We know
Look,
nothing about
My
these barrels.
dragon's breath is more than enough. for
You
it
can
to
only shoot that
blow.
stuff like 15 feet.
More than enough.
We're gonna need that in the cave.
So wait, you think
Look,
that a
and
barrel
it's-
can blow up an entire ship, but you think 15 feet is far enough away?
And it's a distraction to lead them away from the cave. If the warlocks come back and they're coming to the cave and we blow that up, all these monsters, all these creatures, all these Umberhulks will be distracted with this explosion.
Well, regardless, let's blow up the snakes not on the boat, in case we need this boat later.
Yeah, save the boat.
I mean, someone else is probably going to steal this boat regardless.
You're right. You're right.
But there's no reason to blow up a perfectly good boat.
You're right.
That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
Olaf, where are you gonna run to? Don't run him back here though.
And don't go up there. There's
course.
cannibals up there. Don't go that way.
I'm probably gonna die if I do this.
Yeah.
Well, just run real fast.
How fast are you?
Do you see the snakes move?
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing
Yeah.
it.
They're
Run
way
real
faster
fast.
than I am.
This is a bad
This
idea.
is a stupid plan, man.
But I'm fine for if you want to do it. Go
Can't
for
you,
it.
like, make a loud sound or something far away to lure the snakes away?
We've all got mouths and lungs. We can all make a
No,
loud
I mean,
sound.
Popper has that specific ability.
What was that stupid loud sound?
Popper makes loud sounds all the time. Popper, make a loud sound far away.
I will, but first,
What?
I'm
First,
gonna
we're gonna blow up another
I'm gonna
boat.
enhance ability on Olaf.
Ooh.
Oh.
Don't waste it on him.
Don't waste it on. Like slaps his hand. No, me.
I have the buff on him. That life one I think he gave me.
I'm gonna do Cat's Grace. The target has advantage on Dex throws.
Nice.
Cat's
That's
grace.
grace.
Cat's
Kitty
great.
It also doesn't take damage from falling 20 feet or less.
Excellent. That could save his life.
How do you have Cat's Grace magazine?
Oh yes, I'm a subscriber of Cat's Grace for 6 years.
That's on page 237.
Okay.
One of my last.
Long time reader, first time asking a question.
One of my last spells.
This is their panel?
Yeah.
Enhance ability, Cat's Grace. Dexterity is the one to do for sure. Cool.
So he can play real gracefully.
If you cast it at higher levels, you can target one additional person for each.
I'm out
like,
of spell slots.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
You never
This
got
guy
to
wants to
sleep.
fight snakes and
I
he's got
agree,
one
dude.
spell slot.
I'm pretty dry too, dude.
All right. So that's on him. All right. I'll make a loud noise, but it might not draw all these creatures. They look occupied.
Well, let's see him do it.
And it might bring other creatures to their attention.
Wait, where are you?
You're
gonna-
yelling at me for blowing up a boat. Now you want to make loud noises in
How
the
far
dark
away-
jungle?
You think an explosion is quiet? How far away can you make this noise?
Let me see.
Because we need to be like far away.
Definitely not that.
I think perhaps the group needs just a little bit of time to think.
What I think is happening here is without Yogala to unify the hatred, the group turns
We don't
on
have
itself.
someone to hate.
Yeah.
We're gonna cut back.
It just says from a point of your choice within range.
The range is a wherever. Where's the spell? 30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh my god.
No,
Yeah.
don't do that.
And,
Alright, look,
it's
look.
just like thunder and stuff, which it's already like there's a storm,
That's true.
you know?
Yeah. Look, all right. How about this, Olaf? You run clear toward that. You said he could fall a little ways.
20 feet.
Run toward that little gap in the rocks, and if they're right on your tail, I can make the ground. I can slow them down, and you can get away maybe. Well, these two get barrels, and then we can try to lead them back to a barrel and blow up a barrel.
Okay.
Does that sound? Maybe I can shoot my eldritch blast farther than your flame breath.
Shoot
Maybe
it
that'll
at the
blow
barrel.
up. Maybe that'll blow up
Perfect.
the barrel. I don't
Hope
know.
so.
Does that sound all right?
Olaf is staring at you very keenly, Therese. And he says, "Wait, what spell specifically?
Which
Are you
one?
going to use? You're gonna lower the ground?
Oh no, all right, don't get freaked out. But I can make. I don't really understand how it works. I can kind of open a portal or something to like this very scary place, and all this black goo and like tentacles come out of the ground, and they grab onto things, and it would slow the snakes down.
Wait, you'd cast that on me?
No, damn it, I would cast it. You would run through, and then I would cast it, slowing down the snakes behind you. You gotta jump in that hole or something.
Pumper.
And then I'll throw a barrel when they're slowed.
Then
Throw
Papa
it
will throw
right
a
at
barrel
him.
at.
Chuck an explosion.
So
Yeah.
get out of the way, I guess, after they get caught up in the
I
tentacles.
guess.
Popper, Olaf now turns to you, and he goes, "I feel like you'd be honest with me. My faith is very important to me. It sounds like Therese works with unholy magic.
Oh.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to be involved in such filthy business.
Trish, why'd you say that?
I'm trying.
Olaf,
Look, I
look.
told him not to get freaked out. I don't understand this.
Look.
I didn't ask for this.
Papa, can't you calm
Olaf,
down?
lives are on the line, Olaf.
Wait.
Lives are on the line right now.
Wait. I thought of a better idea. Olaf, how about this? Don't freak out. You can be running, and if you get into a bad place, I can temporarily send you to a very nice place, and then the snakes will not know where you went, and you'll be safe.
such
And then
a
we
good
we can
idea.
blow up the snakes, and you'll be safe, and then I'll bring you back, okay? It's a very nice place. It's fine.
I won't have to deal with
No, there's nothing there.
demons, devils.
No.
No, I've been there. It's fine.
It's great.
Tell me about it, Nicator.
It's lovely. Green grass everywhere, bright blue skies, puffy clouds.
We call it the happy place.
wonderful.
It's great.
Can I have you make a deception check?
Damn it.
Alright. Probably plus. I bet you got charisma.
Every time we lie
Plus two, so 21.
deception check.
21.
I have a +8 to that.
It sounds.
He knows.
It sounds like it wouldn't be unholy.
Yeah, it's great, mate.
All right.
You love it.
I agree to your plan.
Okay. It'll keep you safe.
Look, Olaf, I'm scared too, but we're in a bad spot right now. We're on a island with beasts and snakes and all sorts of evils.
Olaf gives you a hug,
Oh.
and he goes, I can't wait to sing about you,
Okay.
be it in this life or the next.
Just gotta make it through tonight.
All right. So I'm going to hide over there by those bushes. Olaf, you run that way past me, okay? You two have to go up into the ship once it's clear, and if he gets into trouble, I'll send him to the happy place.
Okay.
Easy.
Tell us when, Therese.
Okay. So
You guys gotta hide,
before we do the plan, we are going to cut here.
Yeah.
I do want to say, just a little commentary on that whole thing. You guys did very, very well with that. You tried to formulate a plan. When you found holes in the plan, you didn't just bicker about it. You found alternatives. When Olaf pushed back, you found another alternative. You worked with the situation. You didn't just beat your head against it, which I think deserves praise for sure. Therese, do you already have a point of inspiration?
No.
You will take a
Ooh,
point
nice.
of inspiration.
And we fooled.
You will take one.
We fooled Olaf.
You all did well there. But gonna give that one to Therese.
Nice.
I will take this inspiration from you with my hand and place it in my pocket.
Okay.
All right, Yogala.
Time to die.
So you are expeditiously
I don't know.
retreating.
out of there.
Yeah, he's gone.
Is there anything that you would like to say? Any reaction to what you saw or your current situation?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Good, because dragons got a good sense of hearing, probably.
So you are running. You said you were running to the east. If memory serves, based on the direction that you've traveled, this is sort of uncharted territory for you. You're running into the unknown,
Mm-hmm.
which could cause a bunch of different things to happen. Let's see what that is. Okay. As you're running, so you're away from the woods right now. You're just basically in open desert. But as you're running, as you're expeditiously retreating, you notice some blood on the ground. At first, it's just a few scattered drops, but it becomes streams of blood, as if there was some sort of massacre. However, there are no bodies present. I don't know if you want to continue running or what you would like to do here.
I need to know how far I am from the dragon.
The dragon is not in sight.
For how long?
For a few minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll slow down.
Okay. Yeah, the dragon is not in sight. You don't sense its presence. You don't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anything from the nightingale or from Puffadil, obviously, either.
Uh,
The fog has gotten worse, I should say.
Expeditious retreat only lasts for 10 minutes anyway.
Sure.
So I'm still north of the ravine.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just following along this path.
Mm-hmm.
As close to the edge as possible.
Okay. Does the reaction to the blood change your movement, or are you just slowing down? Anything beyond that?
Not stealthing.
Okay.
Still running.
Okay.
Light jog.
The amount of blood that you see does only get worse. And the desert, there's still a bunch of sand, but you're kind of going into a rocky area. I want you to keep that in mind. Can I have you make a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
There is a storm raging behind you, which also might be a reason why you're not hearing the red dragon.
What's that sound like?
It's a 12.
Awesome.
I don't know what that was. It's a 12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You do not hear anything.
Okay.
Beep, beep.
As you continue running forward, in addition to the blood, you start seeing bones.
Ooh.
These bones look extremely cleanly picked, as if somebody just very thoroughly cleaned the meat off of them.
Umber Hulk.
Yogala comes to a stop,
Okay?
and he casts rope trick.
Okay.
Oh god.
In which he holds out his hand, a piece of rope comes in there, and it follows up into a hole.
Okay?
He climbs up into his hole.
Invisible and inside a rope trick.
Well, he's gonna rest. He's gonna rest up inside of this
Take a
little
nap.
box. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. The duration is 1 hour. The box lasts for 1 hour.
Okay.
Boxes? I thought it lasted longer than that.
Me too.
That's enough for a short rest.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Cat nap.
How long is invisibility? That's an hour too, right?
Yeah. Invisibility is an hour.
So you're just going to sleep inside of the rope trick realm.
Yeah, so he climbs up in. Yeah, sorry to explain to anybody who hadn't heard this first time of rope trip,
Sure.
which was months ago. You touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope rises up into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens up to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The extra-dimensional space can be reached by climbing up to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or smaller creatures. The rope can be pulled into the space, making the rope disappear from view outside the space. Attacks and spells can't cross through the space, can't cross through the entrance into or out of the extra-dimensional space, but those inside can see out of it as through a 3-foot by 5-foot window centered on the rope. Anything inside the extra-dimensional space drops out when the spell ends.
So awesome.
So yeah, Yogala walks in, tired. A tear rolls down his cheek, and he says, "A tear? Why?"
Are you like a machine?
Why?
Why am I crying?
Yeah.
So, after a surprisingly emotional moment, you decide to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as
Pulls
we
the rope back in if I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, for sure. So as we established last time with Pomper, you can spend basically 1 or more hit dice up to your maximum number, equal to your character's level. So you should have 9
Right, I do.
to work with. You can spend as much as you want.
Cool.
Now, Pomper, the last time we were a little bit confused about spell slots. Here's the official ruling on spell slots and resting. So on 201, it goes over what spell slots are, and then it says that finishing a long rest restores any expended spell slots. I don't see anything
Yeah.
indicating that a short rest recovers
That makes
spell
sense.
slots.
Dang. All right. It's 2.
And you add your Constitution mod at the end
Okay. Which is plus
to the total.
So, okay. I'm at potentially 3 right now. Dang. It's a 1. It's another 1.
Oh,
That's a 6.
There we go.
So I'm going to pull out there and get back to full HP.
Nice. How much was it total?
10.
Okay. So, when rope trick ends, do you just sort of fall out of that spot?
Yeah, sorry, Ben, I had a question.
Sure.
I had 7 temporary hit points. I assume once you lose those, they're never coming back, right? It was from a spell Pomper did on me. I, for some reason, just got like
They're
7
like
bonus
yellow
hit
hearts.
points. Yeah.
They're like above, and then once you lose them, they're
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So cool. Yeah, I'm back to 51.
Cool.
Yeah, you just fall out after the hour. But I mean,
How high above the ground are you?
oh, actually, not that high.
Okay.
Because you didn't want to climb too much. It's like,
Yeah.
we'll say 7 feet off the ground.
Okay. So, Yogala. You awaken basically by landing on your butt.
Mhm.
But you don't land on the ground. You land on a small pile of corpses.
Oh.
2 of those corpses have sailor outfits on. Men of the sea. You've never seen them before. But their bodies are horribly disfigured. Chunks of them have been bitten out. All manner of insects are crawling over their decaying skin. There are also smaller creatures covered in blood, wearing nothing more than a loincloth, who appear to have been stabbed. There are 3 of them. Yet, perhaps most disappointingly, you see what remains of Puffadil's dragon body.
Ooh.
You are lying right on top of it.
Damn.
It is dripping both its yellow, doughy substance as well as the white blood. Whatever scales remain are slowly disintegrating. Its giant bones kind of erratically poking out of all directions. Can I have you make a perception check?
That's a 7.
Okay. All you see beyond this is that the fog has gotten even worse from when you took that short rest. And you can't see more than 10 feet in any direction. No, you can't see more than 5 feet in any direction.
Jeez.
No, it's worse.
So Yogala's just gonna chill on top of this dead body for a second and hang out and listen. He assumes that someone knew where he hid. Otherwise, they wouldn't just coincidentally just drop these bodies beneath him. So he's just hanging.
Okay. Where did these bodies come from? Who knew Yogala's location? Will the plan be successful in getting the dynamite? Find out next time on Tabletop Escapades.